Out of all the players that have sort of left their fingerprints on your game, you've left a massive mark on the game itself, an Immortal and the 6th Immortal. What did that feel like to be named amongst those ranks?
When I was told that I'd been made an Immortal, I was absolutely staggered. I really was. You have the hope that you're going to be there one day, and when you have a look at the category of the players that you're going to be joining, it is the most remarkable moment of your life. I can remember being a small boy and meeting Johnny Raper. He was my hero as a kid. And to be joining him was something quite extraordinary. I remember telling my mum and dad, and they again, they went into the tears, and it was a fairly emotional time, and it was something that I think that I was never going to forget, and never stop appreciating those that helped me, that played an enormous role in making life and adjusting to rugby league so much easier.
You talk about Raper. Was he one of your favourites of the Immortals? Was there a little bit?
Yeah, as a little boy, I was a lock forward, and my dad used to say there's only one player to take off, and that's John Raper. He's a wonderful attacking player, but Dad said I like him because of his defensive capabilities. He works harder than any player on the field. He gets out there and he makes sure that he has a go, puts in the best possible performance. And when you have the opportunity to look at him on film, as it was in those days, it was a real opportunity for me to become extremely excited.
There's been a lot of chat recently about who is going to be the next Immortal. Who's on your mind?
When I'm asked to come up with the next that will be made an Immortal, it's pretty hard to come up with this. There's so many magnificent footballers. Darren Lockyer was around a little bit earlier, so I think he will probably be the next in line. But if they're going to start, coming up with 2 and 3 Immortals, Cam Smith will be there at the drop of a hat. A wonderful player. I used to play around about the same time. His dad was playing at the East Club here in Brisbane, and Smithy used to admit that he found it tough to break into first grade because Johnny Lang was the top hooker at that stage and just could not be beaten. But those guys I think were quite remarkable. I'm glad it'll be somebody else making a decision and not me.